Marriage is a great thing, and one thing about male and female is that we both have different qualities. Women have beauty, the men have strength. One thing men also have is time. Men have time. A man can decide to marry at the age of 80, 70, but a woman can't do that. That's why it's necessary that a woman maximize her beauty. And when I say maximize her beauty, I do not mean to flirt around, to have different guys in her life. No, this is a time for her to use it to attract the right person into her life, and then if she chooses a career to help her gain favor in selling her products or doing whatever it is she's doing to have a standard life. But when a woman thinks her beauty is to oppress men, take advantage of men, what she doesn't know is that she wouldn't build capacity, and then wouldn't know even how to handle a man over the years. And then in her old age, she's depressed, alone, or sad. But one thing a man also must know is that the fact that we have time doesn't mean it's not a time for us to be responsible. A man must learn to be responsible early in life, because that's the only way he can build a family. So women have beauty, men have time. Both of them must maximize these gifts positively. And then in choosing a partner, I think one of the mistakes we make is that we don't give ourselves enough time to know the other person. You see, a liar will always be a liar, a thief will always be a thief, a womanizer will always be a womanizer, a lady who is an harlot will always be an harlot. But then you must always know what it is you want in a man or in a woman. Do you want him to be slim, tall, fat, whatever it is? Then you now have to separate character. Okay, I have this physical idea of the kind of man I want. Now, what character do I want in this person? Which one is good for success, and which one is good for marriage? A man must always have a character that is good for success and good for marriage. There are some characters that will be good for success that you might feel is affecting your relationship, but if it is not there, the man will not be successful. So you must learn to balance these qualities. A woman might have a character that is not good for success, but that is good for marriage. In such a scenario, you don't have to worry about it as a man, as long as you are doing what it takes to be successful, and since she has the qualities to keep the home. But I will still go back to the standard of the scriptures. It says, husband, love your wives and be responsible to them, take care of them. So a woman must understand that men are naturally they are hard, difficult, to be sincere. And then most men are womanizers. Most men are, they look at other women. So I believe it's a woman's duty to learn how to keep a man and to manage her home, because a wise woman builds her house and the foolish one tears it down. So it is the woman's responsibility to know that, okay, this is the nature of men. Then look at, okay, this is the character. This knowing ahead makes you avoid getting into the marriage and saying, I never knew you were this way, I never knew you were that way. Right from the onset, you should have understood his nature, understood his personality, and so also the man must understand the kind of woman she is, so that you don't get surprised. There are some behaviors you can never ever hide. It is glaring, it is natural, it's who they are. Now the rest is for you to manage and train and build, especially the man. You have to build, teach, nurture the wife, you have to shape her. But if you don't watch out for a natural character, it will be hard for her to deal with. So obeying the scriptures simply, whereby the husband is to love the wife and take care of her, is necessary. Then the wife's part is to be obedient, faithful, and submissive. As long as she does that, she'll be at peace. That does not separate the fact that there are men who are bad and there are women who are bad. That is why from the beginning you pray about it, then you think and plan, and then choose with the help of God. So if we put all these things into place, we are not worried. Yes, people might have their character, but if as a man you are ready to be responsible and to love your wife, and then you find a woman who is obedient, submissive, and faithful, there shouldn't be problem. The other problems are just normal, should just be normal life situations and circumstances that you two should be able to sit down and talk out, which is after you have known each other before committing to a long-term relationship or to eternal union. So I want you to put this thing in mind. But as you are about being a single person, I want you to know that as a woman, what you have is your beauty. So carry yourself well. Your beauty is also in your character.